Yes, this beautiful, wonderful song is the second movement of Johann Sebastian Bach's Orchestral Suite number 3. And yes, today you are going to learn how to play Air by Bach in the original key signature on your cello. The very first note is the challenge. Find your F sharp with your index finger and then place your bow here, I guess at the very end of the garniture, right there. And then draw the bow gently with motion before the movement, letting the wrist play a part. So raising that right elbow and then gently with the inner side of the bow hair. Move nice and slow. So these very smooth bow strokes you can practice by simply playing on the A string 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is the basic stroke, and then pulling it back. So that is the challenge of this piece, especially here in the very beginning. To show you how the bow plays into this, I'm going to play the first half for you. Find your F sharp. Gentle motion before the movement. Save your bow. Let it stay in the first half, upper half. 2, 3, repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So always being very aware. Of saving the bow here in 4. Upper half is fine. Because second ending, I put the bowing like this. So I put the bowing so you can let the bow drift back and forth, but it's meant to be very relaxing when you play the bowing. Keep it very much on the string and just allow that hand to, again, I'm going to reiterate this motion before the movement. This is going to soften, especially when you have open strings. I'm going to play right here in measure 12, which is the G natural, and I'll play to the end, and you're going to hear a very soft attack to the open A. Suspend, don't let it get heavy. So you want to be soft on the attack on the open A. Yes, we are in tenor clef, so make sure you are being as soft as possible when you're playing those open strings. And you play the open strings quite often because I find it to be quite nice and quite beautiful and pure to use the open strings as long as your intonation is as good as possible. And because it's hard enough. It's hard enough already. I'm going to talk about the second part just for a little bit. Very separated. Placing every note. Keeping in the middle of the bow. very much nice and separate throughout all of that for your basso continuo part. Definitely want to keep that as gentle as possible. Now it's time to talk about the fingerings, and if you want to have a copy of this air, Duet, please go to my website, cellocoach.com, and download yourself a copy. And if you are enjoying the content of my channel, please consider liking the video if you haven't done already and subscribing to the channel. It tells YouTube I'm doing a good job.